Hi everybody, my name is Sarah and this is the first in a series of videos that are aimed towards people who have hearing loss or their families to give you information about hearing loss, hearing aids. So just a little bit about me. I've been in the hearing industry for over 20 years. I also have a hearing loss. So I've seen the hearing industry from both sides of it as somebody who has needed to purchase hearing aids, but also as someone who has worked with people with hearing loss and fitted them with hearing aids. So I thought a good topic to start off today with would be, when do you consider upgrading your hearing aids? The decision to upgrade your hearing aids can be a big one. Not only is it expensive, it can be both exciting about what new features and new technology have to offer you, but it can also give you a little bit of trepidation. We know that those early days of a new hearing aid take a bit of getting used to. Sometimes it takes a few goes to get the settings just right. So you need to work through that every time you get a new hearing aid. So it can create a little bit of anxiety as well. So when do you consider getting new hearing aids? This used to be a very easy question. Once upon a time, the hearing aid manufacturers would only release a hearing aid product every few years, and that would trigger a wave of upgrades. However, now they release hearing aids every few months, and it's not practical to be getting every model as it comes out. A little bit like phones, when the phone goes from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 9, you don't necessarily need to get the iPhone 9 12 months after you've got the iPhone 8. So that brings us back to our question again. When do you consider getting new hearing aids? For me, there are three main reasons to do this, and I've used these reasons myself as well as use them with people who I'm fitting new hearing aids to. The first one of these is if the hearing aid is becoming old and starting to get unreliable. So at this point in time, it's usually outside of its warranty period, and those repair costs can start to add up. The other thing about a hearing aid that becomes unreliable is every time you need to send it in for repair, you're without your hearing aid, and therefore you are off the air, or you're using a borrowed hearing aid, which is never quite the same. It's also inconvenient to be getting your hearing aid repaired regularly because you need to go into the clinic and that interferes with other activities. So if your hearing aid is beyond its warranty period and getting to be niggly, just not working as well as it used to, or needing more repairs, it might be time to consider about upgrading. Usually I find this occurs roughly every 4 to 6 years, depending on the person and how they use their hearing aid. The second reason to consider upgrading your hearing aid is because you've had your hearing aid for a while and technology has progressed far enough along that a change in technology would actually make a significant difference for you. So hearing aids tend to improve these days in incremental changes. So from one model to the next, you might not actually notice a significant benefit in change if you were to upgrade. However, once the manufacturer has produced quite a few of those models and there's a significant change in the technology, then it's time to consider upgrading because the benefits are there for you to have. So if we go back to how long should we expect that to be, usually it's around every 5 years. So around every 5 years, you'll find that if you compare your current hearing aid to the new hearing aid technology, that there's actually a significant difference. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is one that doesn't come up that often, but does happen from time to time. So as we talked about before, hearing aids tend to change in little chunks of improvements. So they're incremental changes from one model to the next. But every now and then, a hearing aid manufacturer will come out with a big leap in new technology or a particular feature that will make a significant difference for particular people. So for example, if a hearing aid company comes out with a technology that performs significantly better in background noise, and that's a situation that you're struggling with your current hearing aids and a situation that you're in regularly, it might be worth your while considering upgrading, even though it probably wasn't really time to otherwise do so. When it's time to upgrade, but when you see your hearing care professional regularly, it's a good idea to ask about the new technology and what's available. Asking does not mean that you have to upgrade, but it means you're keeping a little bit of an eye on what's changed over time. Your hearing care professional can tell you what's changed, and they can also guide you as to what those benefits are for you compared to your current hearing aid. Because that's the question, when does that equation change so it's worth your while to upgrade for your circumstances and your hearing? And that will be different for everybody. Often a hearing aid professional will change you within the same brand if you've had a lot of success with your current hearing aid. But every now and then a particular brand will produce something that's just really good, and it's worth going through that challenge of changing brands to a different type of sound in order to get those benefits of that technology. So they're the 3 reasons that I would consider upgrading hearing aids. One is if it's beyond its warranty period, not working as well as it used to and starting to become unreliable. The second one is that you've had it for about 5 years and the technology has progressed far enough along that you would actually see a significant difference in the performance of the hearing aid and how you hear. And the third one is if there is a leap in a technology that has a specific benefit for you and your needs, then that would justify upgrading your hearing aids. I hope that helps you understand when it might be time to upgrade your hearing aids. This is a new channel, so if you would like to subscribe, like, and press the notifications bell, that would be great. And if you have a particular topic that you would like to see covered on these videos, please drop us a note in the comments and let us know. Thank you.